Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Player Zone YouTube channel. And Spain came and smashed Croatia last night and matched Germany's benchmark set from day one. A very, very impressive 3-0 result against a very hard team to play in tournament football in Croatia. They rode some momentum, they rode some highs, they rode some lows, and a fantastic winning side type result where they, as I said, went through some tough times, went through the good times as well, and ended up being clinical in front of goal. That was the difference in this game here. They took their chances where Croatia did not, and it led to a very comfortable, in the end, 3-0 win with 3 first-half goals. I'll take you through the action here. It started off early with a real back-and-forth type affair. In the first 10 minutes, it was all Spain. Spain had a lot of possession, not much cutting edge, though, into the final third. A few balls here and there find the wingers of Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, who were consistently throughout the game the willing runners in behind to try and open up spaces. But it wasn't quite to be, but they had the early opportunities, they had the chances. I think one shot on target in the first 10 to 12 minutes. But then following this, a 15-minute spell where Croatia just dominated the game. Luka Modric building into the game. Mateo Kovacic, probably their player of the game for the Croatian side, was fantastic in terms of picking the ball up, driving into areas, playing those reverse balls and opening up spaces. And it was Maya on the the right-hand flank to start off with, who was very, very impressive, making runs in behind, being dangerous, running at defenders, and causing some problems for Cucurella in the early stages there. And Croatia just built into the game there. A few half chances, a few longer shots, and testing Unai Simon. And it was just a feeling that Croatia might be on top in this game here. And approaching the half-hour mark, you thought they might go on and nick a goal in the first half and take a very important lead into half-time. However, the plot just changed. The ball was won back deep, and Cucurella nicks the ball off, plays a ball into the, like a half clearance into the sky, which Rodri takes down fantastically well. His first time pass lands at the feet of Fabian Ruiz, and his game was fantastic. This pass here, defense splitting, first time ball in between the two centre halves, and caught them really flat-footed. I said it on the live stream last night, probably the weakest part of Croatia's side last night. We thought the forwards would be the problem, but it was the centre halves. Sutalo tried to keep the high line, was going in the opposite direction. Alvaro Morata, with the defence splitting pass from Fabian Ruiz, was able to stroll in on goal and put it past Livakovic to make it 1-0 in the 29th minute. And a little bit against the run of play, but definitely not undeserved. The Spanish were very, very good in their opening proceedings, and just that goal against the momentum, I guess, was very, very important, because then after this, they gained a stranglehold of the game, and a stranglehold they would never really let go of. Minutes later, it was Fabian Ruiz who was facilitator for the first goal, turned scorer for the second goal. It was Pedri and Yamal on the edge of the area who rolled the ball across to the PSG central midfielder, who went on his left, flicked to the right, back onto the left foot, and drilled it home into the bottom right corner with a very powerful effort. And once again, no one went out to mark him. Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic, no one went close to try and close the space down. He seemed to just walk past these defenders like it was a video game, like a FIFA game, and just rolled it into the back of the net. A fantastic finish. And someone, like I said in the live stream as well, someone who didn't expect to start, thought Mikel Moreno would be the one to get the start, but very, very impressive performance. Gets the goal and gets the assist in quick succession, and throughout the game showed his coolness and calmness on the ball. Oozed that Spanish type quality. Obviously not some of the best Spanish we've seen, but he oozed that real Spanish central midfield type quality where he took the game on, comfortable with the ball at his feet, playing through the lines, and always seemed to find that out ball. Really, really good with him, and Nico Williams linked up really, really well. A lot of times he was attempt the over-the-top pass that Williams would get on the end of, and whenever they needed, I guess, someone on the ball that wasn't Rodri, because they went through Rodri a lot in this game, he was the guy to go to, and just a fantastic all-round central midfield type performance, and a goal and assist from the centre of the park. Very, very impressive, considering going up against the likes of Brozovic, Kovacic, and Luka Modric, all respective winners in their respective top 5 leagues. So, well and truly a fantastic performance from the Paris Saint-Germain Spanish man, and it would continue to be that sort of way. However, Brozovic and Maya both had opportunity to score quickly after that second goal went in. Almost counter-attacked to the kickoff. Ball fell out to Brozovic. His shot well saved from Unai Simon, one of his many saves in this game here. And Maya had a tight angle, but had to hit the target, I thought. Put his effort wide of the near post and just sort of spoiled that big chance there in the first half to sort of bounce back, because I was saying in the live stream, you really had to cut that margin to at least one goal to keep hope of the win alive, and that was a big chance missed. There was a few other chances as well, missed from kickoffs as well, where you just thought Croatia going to dangerous areas, like the Kramaric getting into dangerous areas, a few long shots for him, long shots for Brozovic, but just never really finding real clinical edge, a real ability to get through and break through that final third there. And it was really a show for the rest of the game. They really struggled to create a lot of clear-cut opportunities, a lot of shots on goal, but none of them real clear-cut. I guess early on you could think about the centre forward as well, where Vardiol, I think shot come across the goal face in the 6-yard box. And the striker, the centre forward, had a tough game, but just couldn't get his foot onto it. It was a half chance he had to take. I think that at that point in time was 1-0. Just didn't take that opportunity. That would come to hurt them. It was a lot of costly mistakes in terms of in the final third. They weren't too bad in the centre of the park. Poor at centre half. The wing backs were very solid, but up top, just not having that clinical edge. And it's going to be a problem for them all tournament if they're going to go deep. They need to find someone who can score goals efficiently and consistently, and it was really clear to show here in this game. And the third goal would come on the stroke of half-time. Lamine Yamal played a short corner, gets the ball back from Pedri, and then with his left foot, whipping the ball towards the goal. With Danny Carvajal, who reacted quickest in between the two centre-halves. Once again, he was caught flat-footed and not reacting in time. And Danny Carvajal's deft touch would put it past Livakovic from basically a yard away from the goal line. A fantastic finish for him. He now goes and scores back-to-back goals from set pieces in the Champions League final, now in the European Championships first game. So a fantastic game for him all around as well. And Lamine Yamal getting an assist, the youngest player to get an assist now in the European Championships. A fantastic delivery into the box. Second half was much more quiet. Lamine Yamal could have killed the game off in the 52nd minute. He was played through by Pedri, but his left-footed shot was well safe, and Livakovic maybe could have put it a little bit further into the corner, but nonetheless a really fantastic save from the Croatian number one. And in the 55th minute, it was chaos in the Croatian box. Stanisic shot was blocked by Cucurella. There was a mad scramble in there. Kramaric was in there. I think Budimir was also in there, the centre forward. They just couldn't get the ball over the line, with Unai Simon making an important touch in there to keep the ball out the back of the net. And at that moment in time, you thought maybe that was a trend for the day to come. Croatia just couldn't find that ability to put the ball in the back of the net. They were blunt in the final third in many regards. And a theme that would be, I think, echoed by the manager at full time, because they just didn't have that ability. If you find the back of the net at the 55th minute, this game's 3-1. You know, you've got time here. You've got about half an hour to find at least one goal, and then late in the game, you know, really in stoppage time, anything can happen. That's where you can get your third to equalise, but they didn't find the back of the net there. They also didn't find the back of the net through Petkovic. He came off the bench to win a penalty and then miss a penalty in the 79th minute. Fantastic save by Unai Simon once again. Covers the goal so well and got down to his bottom right really, really well to deny that chance there. After the substitutions came on, the game sort of died off a bit. The Croatian manager takes off Kovacic and Modric, a sign of resting the key older figures and getting them going for the next game. But that was a sign they'd given up this game here. A really entertaining game, but disappointing contest in the regards that Croatia didn't really live up to expectation. I thought they'd be that robust defensive unit that would not give away many chances. In the end, it was their defence that let them down. The two centre-halves, Sutalo and Progranic there, not good enough for me. Caught flat-footed for 2 goals. The third goal, your central midfielder is not pressing up onto Fabian Ruiz, making it too easy for him to dribble past and find his spot into the bottom corner. Again, they just got away from them. Again, chances as well. They had more shots, more possession throughout most of the game. They just couldn't find the back of the net. So they'll be kicking themselves. In the group of death, as I said in the live stream, especially losing a game 3-0, you can't be giving away that much goal difference, especially when you've got the third place qualifiers who can go through the round of 16. And you've also got the ability for teams to, in the group of death, be all equal on points. So you've got to find a way that your goal difference is solid enough to get through to the next round. So they'll be very disappointed. It's a real uphill battle now to try and qualify automatically, I guess, to the top 2 spots, or even potentially through the highest third place finishes as well. So disappointing day for Croatia, but very, very good for the Spanish, who match or even set a new benchmark versus what the Germans set in that first night there. Really creative football. The 2 youngsters, Lamine Yamal and Nico Williams, were fantastic on the flanks. Alvaro Morata led the line fantastically well as the captain, scored the early goal to get them going. And then midfield as well. We obviously knew what Roger was going to bring, but my God, Fabian Ruiz was fantastic in that midfield area there. Dani Olmo came on and was trying a lot of things. Miko Moreno was solid in there. And Zubimendi as well, when he came on, was fantastic as well. It just screamed a really consistent performance. Unai Simon in goal was fantastic as well. And all of the park, he couldn't really pinpoint a poor player. They were all very, very good in the day. And it may be a theme for things to come, because this Spanish side, you can see from this performance here, they could go deep with the quality they're playing and the more attacking football and willingness to cross the ball as well. It's really, really exciting to see. So, a bit of a dark horse there as well. He might sneak up against some of the big boys like the England, the France, the Portugals, the Germanys. Going to count Spain in there as well, especially after that performance last night. Coming to some key players, starting off with Lamine Yamal, youngest player to appear in the European Championships and didn't look out of place at all. 1 assist, 3 out of 4 successful dribbles, 3 key passes, 2 big chances created, 2 tackles and the 7.5 SOFA score match rating. Fantastic for minute 1 when he was subbed off in the late 80 minutes there. Again, a willing runner in behind, someone who's really capable to not just be so one-eyed. He doesn't just go down the bar line. He can cut back in. He sees the pass. And then for that second goal there for Fabian Ruiz, it was him that played to Pedri, that played to Fabian Ruiz to score that eventual goal. But he gets his head up really early, and I think I like that a lot about him. Yes, he can score the wonderful goals, and yes, he can have that X factor and that magic in the final third. But he's still a willing passer. He can still defer to some of his players. And with some experienced players around him, he's going to learn a lot from this European Championships, and it didn't look out of place in this first game here. Going to Vardiol, a very, very solid player right now, and Stanisic at times as well. You'd think he might be outclassed or outmatched at times, but got the better of both of them, especially Vardiol, who big, solid man. He was massive in the World Cup for Croatia. Probably won that 1v1 battle in many regards. Lamine Yamal got a fantastic assist, whipping that ball in for Danny Carvajal to get the end of, and probably deserved a goal, but just missed that big opportunity versus Livakovic. So consistently incredible, dribbling, fantastic. We know that about him. But for me, it was the ability to pass the ball off, and find the pass rather than just trying to be so one-directional, which is really, really impressive for me. So really fantastic first game for him in the European Championship finals. The second player, Unai Simon, could have been people's man of the match in many regards. 5 saves, 2.4 goals prevented according to SOFA score, 3 saves from inside the box, a penalty save, 6 out of 18 accurate long balls played, and an 8.6 match rating. Didn't put a foot wrong in this game here. Made some massive saves throughout. When Croatia had the momentum going, he was making some big saves. Made a penalty save. Was solid enough with the ball at his feet. Not too lackadaisical, which was good to see. And all in all, just a really professional type performance. And this is why he's the Spanish #1 and has been now for a few years. You look at his club football as well. He makes some ridiculous saves and is never really below a sort of 6 or 6.5, 7 out of 10. He's always going to give you that real above average type performance and never really drops from there. He has really high standards and he's kept that throughout this game. I think he'll be a key figure for Spain to go deep in the European Championships. I know Nacho and Lenormand were very, very good at the back in a double at the centre-half pairing there. But if they do get through that centre-back pairing and they do get in behind the Spanish backline, you got to go past Unai Simon as well. And I think we saw in this game here, he can make the ridiculous save. That penalty save, he basically dived outside of the goal. He covered that ground so well. It was just a fantastic performance from minute 1 to minute 90 for him. Cool and calm, really important to playing out of the back that the Spanish will play, and just consistent performances. And I think that's a key sign here for the Spanish side. They can just be consistent. They can go really, really deep here because there's a question marks as a new sort of generation of Spanish players, but he once again showed that he is one of the best goalkeepers in the world and someone I guess that's underrated in many regards because he sort of lost with some of the big goalkeepers in Spain, like Jan Oblak, Thibaut Courtois, now Andre Lunin as well. So he sort of gets lost amongst all those sort of great keepers in Spain. But the Spanish #1 for a reason, another fantastic performance last night. And that brings on to the player of the game for me, Fabian Ruiz. Again, I said it in the live stream, I questioned him starting at the start of the game. I thought Mikel Moreno would have been the right option to go from the start. Bit more of a bigger body, can break the game up and allow Rodri more time with the ball, I think that was the way I was thinking it was going to happen. But they went with Fabian Ruiz, and boy, he didn't miss a trick in that more sort of number 8, pushing to the number 10 type role at times was fantastic. The one goal, obviously with that incredible dribbling skill to not be tackled about 3 or 4 Croatian defenders, and then the assist, one of the best passes I've seen this season, probably behind my favourite being Bruno Fernandes in the FA Cup final. But the ability for him in basically his own half to hit that ball first time and split apart the Croatian defence, bypass the midfield and find Alvaro Morata to not even break a stride was just fantastic. He had to score that goal, Alvaro Morata, because that pass deserved it. It was inch perfect, fantastic, and despite the defenders being a bit off, a great pass and just showed the quality, showed that real Spanish quality right when he's played that. He makes that pass first time, weighted to perfection, in behind. That just screams Spanish football. That screams Spanish midfielders, and a real fantastic all-round performance from him. 91% pass accuracy, 4 out of 5 accurate balls, 4 out of 5 ground duels won, 8.9 SOFA score rating. He covered all parts of the park, was so important in tight areas, and he was playing through those Croatian midfielders despite how much pressure they're putting on him at times, and Rodri and was easy for Ferrugia to defer to him because he was so comfortable in the ball, so comfortable driving into areas, getting his head up, playing the pass. As I said, him and Nico Williams had a really good connection on the left channel there. Fantastic performance for him, and really showed me that he deserves to start, and a really good call with the manager there to start him, because definitely the player of the game and for many people, and just oozed that coolness and that calmness, that confidence in midfield, and that the Spanish need, especially in this game here where you go up against a really elite level midfield in Croatia. And that was their strong point of the park, Croatia, their midfield. And Spain matched that. They matched that in every single area and probably outclassed them in the end there, just through running effort, pressing for midfield, and also their quality when they got the ball. So fantastic performance of Spain, a 3-0 win. Fabio Marie standing out, the man of the match for me, and a huge start to the group of death for them. Getting that +3 goal difference is massive. Getting a big win against a competitor like Croatia as well, a massive tick in their box there. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How did you see last night's games? Obviously, Italy won 2-1 as well versus Albania, and also Hungary went down to a very, very impressive result by the Switzerland side there, 3-1 as well. So a lot of games last night. I touched on the game I watched last night. If you did enjoy me for the live stream, thank you for joining me. We've also got the Super Sunday today with Serbia and England, obviously Poland and the Dutch earlier on. So please join me for one of those games. That'd be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, smash a like on it. Subscribe to the channel for more reaction videos, podcasts, live streams, the lot, prediction videos. All going to stay here for the Euros. We are grinding out some content for the European Championships here. And share this channel with mates who'd enjoy this type of content. That would be much appreciated. With it all being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the upcoming football. And I'll see you guys in another video or podcast very, very soon. Till next time, guys. See you later.